Reality seems too absurd to be real. Let that sink in. In reality, the most incompetent people are running countries. In reality, you can have 3 degrees and still be unemployed. In reality, being right doesn't matter, being loud does. In reality, good people suffer and terrible people prosper. And if you try to question someone about this, they'll hit you with the classic answer. That's life. But here's what really gets me. We have normalized this chaos. We have actually convinced ourselves that this is how things are supposed to work. Think about it. We live in a world where a single tweet can destroy someone's career, but decades of hard work go unnoticed. Where we have more ways to connect than ever before, yet loneliness is an epidemic. We are told to be realistic, to face facts, to stop living in our heads. But what if the facts don't make sense? What if reality itself has become so twisted that refusing to accept it is the most rational response ever? I spend hours scrolling through my phone, watching people argue about things that don't even affect me. I watch as basic human decency get labeled as naive idealism. Am I supposed to call this normal? Here's the part that breaks my brain, where having principles makes you rigid and believing things can be better makes you unrealistic. When did we agree that accepting things should be better is childish? I watch people my age give up on dreams they haven't tried to pursue yet because someone told them to be realistic. What if everyone is struggling because we kept accepting things that should be unacceptable? When I think how the world should work, where effort leads to reward, where kindness matters, where good ideas get heard, people tell me I'm being unrealistic. But at least those thoughts follow some kind of logic. At least there, kindness isn't seen as weakness. At least there, the world operates on some kind of principle. My thoughts might be idealistic, but they are not absurd. And here's what I have realized. The people calling me unrealistic are living in a world where nothing makes sense, where outcome has no relationship to input, where randomness is the law of nature. They are asking me to abandon my logic in favor of what exactly? So now the real question is, if reality is this broken, this senseless, this completely divorced from any reasonable expectation of cause and effect, then what's so great about staying in it? Maybe they have mistaken exhaustion for wisdom, surrender for maturity. Maybe refusing to accept absurdity isn't escapism, but the only sane response left. Maybe the real delusion is pretending that this version of the world is as good as it gets.